Hey folks, Lester here. Have y'all ever done anything that you know you shouldn't do? You know you shouldn't do it before you actually do it, and then you do it anyways. Well, today, I am going to go for a record here. I'm going to wear this shirt that is way too small for me. I'm going to go over there and light me a fire. I am going to dance in front of that fire, and I'm going to video the whole thing for the world to see. Yeah, this is going to be bad, but let's do it. Come on. Did I just go off and do that? And am I actually wearing the Naked Hog shirt? So no, I can actually take anyone's cap and make it work. As long as it's a snapback, I can make that work. But the unfortunate thing about me is that I'm kind of the big guy in the group. So out of Daniel, Jason, Wes, and myself, I'm the big guy in the group. And I don't always like that. Why do I gotta be the big guy in the group? And if you've ever been the big guy or the big girl in the group, you kind of know that that's kind of a, why do I gotta be the big guy in the group? Why can't you guys eat a little bit? Jeez. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Get serious. I learned those dance moves from a TikTok that my friend Daniel Arms sent me. All right, so we're going to start here at the road, and we're going to go all the way up to the past the kissing tree there, which will all become part of our goat pasture. This is the wooded side of the property. There's 10 acres of woods here, and this is going to be a really neat place for the goats to come out and forage. But my plan here is to take these rolls of wire. I'm going to put them onto the spear of the tractor, and that will help me kind of unroll them. I'm going to unroll. I'll start there at the end, and I'll begin to unroll and just kind of walk it down. I can sometimes hear your collective voices as you scream, "Lester, stop talking and just get to work." And, well, I'm trying, folks. I'm trying. And I'm trying to work one-handed here because I got to make a video. This is how I open here's how I open. And then here's how I close. And then I pull and yank and twist and turn until it pops open. There you go, folks. See? I can work, talk, and video at the same time. All that, and he found this one TikTok where these mostly kids were like dancing. I want y'all to see how pretty the fence is going to look once all the stains on there. It's going to take at least 2 coats. This it actually might even take 3. Now, it's a different kind of wood. This over here is called corral board. If you're doing any heavy duty fencing, you need corral board. It's cheaper than a 2x6, but it's a lot stronger than a deck board, which is what we used along the driveway. So, but I'll tell you what, this stuff just soaks up the stain. It just soaks it up, which is still very pretty. And it's coming along nicely, but a lot of work. A very nice lady put a comment. She goes, "Lester, I worry about you. I think that you have something, asthma, or that you, or something up with your lungs because you're always breathing hard in your videos." And so I was going to reply, but I thought it was going to be mean. There's no nice way to say it. That I'm only breathing hard in videos where I'm working, because I'm working. And so it's kind of like if you, if an athlete was to do a post-game interview And they're sitting there on camera, the camera up in their face, which in fact the camera is in my face, and they're trying to have a post-game interview, and a lot of times that athlete is breathing hard because they just finished the sport. Basketball game, a football game, they ran a race, a marathon. And so ultimately, when you catch me breathing hard, it's not because I'm just like I'm not a heavy breather, but when I get to working and I work, then yeah, my lungs got to keep up. They got to give me air. Maggie, come here. Maggie. Oh, Maggie, you can't walk. Maggie, why aren't you breathing hard? Do you have asthma? Baby, you have asthma or some kind of condition? No, y'all, she don't have a condition. But she has been running these hills all morning. And that's why she's so tired. And that's why she's breathing hard. So he sent it and said, Lester, but you can't do this one. And I'm like, watch me now. Now, before you guys go off and say anything, just know that I've been given permission to water Jamie's garden. And the reason I'm wearing my Naked Hog shirt and hat today is because all of the seeds that we've planted here in our garden were given to us by Wes at the Naked Hog. I don't want to say everything is growing here because we did buy some things as seedlings, but as far as the seeds that were planted, those were gifted to us by Wes. Those shoes were also gifted to us, but whereas I can squeeze into his shirt and I can adjust his cap, there ain't no way those size 9 are going on my feet. So you look here what we did wrong and what Jamie's doing to correct it. So whenever we put the, I think they call this a trellis. I may be wrong. Don't let that be your comment. Don't correct me in the comment. Don't waste your comment on correcting me for this. But whenever we put this thingamajiggy here, what we should have done is stuck it right here in the soil alongside the cinder blocks. That's what we should have done. And if we had done that, then these things would be able to reach and grab a hold and climb like we had wanted them to. But the downfall is Lester got lazy, and I put it there along this side of the cinder blocks, and now our plants can't seem to reach out and grab it. So as you can see, we have put a little bit of looks like dental floss, but that's not what it is over here. So the beans and whatnot can grab onto those, climb up, and at some point they'll latch on and they'll go from there. And that was not my idea. That came from a very smart girl. And I bet you know who I'm talking about. Now, where she got it, I have no idea. Probably Sister Kim. You're probably saying, Lester, how do you know Wes and Jason and Daniel are smaller than you? Well, listen, I've met Daniel, and it's very easy to see. I did a Google search on everybody else. It's easy to Google search anybody, y'all. Just look what comes up when you Google search people. Here's Daniel's picture. Here's Jason's picture. You want to Google Wes at the Naked Hog, here's what you find. And then you want to Google Lester Morrow. Check this out. You see? What does that tell you? What does that right there tell you? Most people are always the same. Whenever you start talking about you're not real happy or proud of the way you look, everyone says, then why don't you make efforts to do something about it? And then a lot of folks are going to say, Lester, if you would look a little bit closer and watch some of their videos, you would see that those guys work. I mean, they really go out there and work. In every video, they're out there working. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Seriously, you can't say that Lester doesn't work. Now, please, I work plenty. I just have a problem with slow metabolism. That's my issue, is just a very slow metabolism. Oh, and I guess I have bad genetics.